The world remembers Leonardo da Vinci for paintings. The Mona Lisa, The Last Supper, the face of genius framed behind glass. But what if that is only the surface? What if Leonardo was not trying to decorate the world, but to decode it? What if every face he painted, every river he studied, every body he examined, and every machine he imagined belonged to one lifelong question? What happens when a human being looks at the world long enough to realize that everything is connected? Leonardo was born in 1452, near the small Tuscan town of Vinci. Not at the center of power, but at its edge. He was the illegitimate son of a notary and a young woman named Caterina. In Renaissance Italy, that mattered. Names mattered. Bloodlines mattered. Education mattered. Some children inherited open doors. Leonardo inherited distance. He did not follow the clean path into law, status, and formal scholarship. But that exclusion may have become his first freedom. Because when the official schools did not claim him, nature did. The fields of Tuscany became his first university. Water curling around stones. Birds correcting the wind with a feather. Plants reaching toward light. Lizards, insects, animal bones, shadows, faces, storms. Before Leonardo studied art, he studied attention. And perhaps that was the first secret of his genius. It did not fall from heaven. It was trained patiently by the world. When Leonardo arrived in Florence, he entered one of the great intellectual furnaces of history. This was not a quiet city of museums. It was a city of pressure. Money moved through banks. Power moved through families. Faith moved through churches. Ancient ideas returned from Greece and Rome. Human beings began asking, with dangerous seriousness, what a human being could become. In Verrocchio's workshop, Leonardo found something closer to a laboratory than a classroom. Painting was not separate from chemistry. Sculpture was not separate from anatomy. Architecture was not separate from geometry. Optics, mechanics, metal, pigment, flesh, and light all belonged to the same restless language. The young apprentice learned that a line was never just a line. A shadow was never just darkness. A face was never only a face. And if you are drawn to stories like this, stories where art, history, and civilization reveal the hidden philosophy beneath them, subscribe and join this series. We are not here to memorize the past. We are here to learn how to see it. Leonardo's early paintings already suggest a mind that could not accept surfaces. He did not paint a face as a mask. He watched emotion move beneath the skin. He did not paint hair as ornament. He saw it behave like water. He did not paint landscape as background. He treated it as a living force. This is why the Mona Lisa still unsettles us. People ask why she smiles, but the deeper mystery is not the smile. It is the feeling that her expression is not fixed. It seems to change because Leonardo was not painting a static person. He was painting transition itself. Thought becoming emotion. Emotion becoming flesh. Flesh becoming light. The painting is not only a portrait, it is a laboratory of perception. Leonardo understood that the human face is not a collection of parts. It is a weather system. Eyes, mouth, skin, breath, memory, desire, restraint, all moving together. To paint a person truthfully, he had to understand not only anatomy, but time. His notebooks may be the closest we can come to entering his mind. They are not neat archives of achievement. They are fields of collision. Questions beside drawings, machines beside plants, muscles beside rivers, faces beside weapons, birds beside geometry, lists of errands beside visions of flight. The page became a private universe, a place where reality could be taken apart and recombined. Here, Leonardo was not trying to look brilliant. He was trying to understand. And understanding, for him, meant relationship. A body was not a collection of organs. It was a mechanism, a temple, and a mystery. A river was not simply water moving downhill. It was force, time, erosion, memory, and pattern made visible. A bird was not just an animal in the sky. It was physics wearing feathers. Leonardo did not ask only, "What is this thing?" He asked, What is this thing connected to? To Leonardo, the human body was one of nature's masterpieces of engineering. He studied bones as levers, muscles as pulleys, the heart as movement, the eye as an instrument of light. Yet the more he examined the body, the less mechanical it became. This is one of his great contradictions. He wanted to know how life worked, but he never reduced life to machinery. He saw structure and wonder at the same time. In the Vitruvian Man, the human figure stretches between circle and square, earth and cosmos, measurement and mystery. It is not merely a diagram of proportion. It is a philosophical image. The human being is matter, but also meaning. Flesh, but also geometry. A small living point between the measurable and the infinite. But Leonardo's world did not reward pure curiosity. It rewarded usefulness. Patrons wanted monuments, portraits, machines, fortifications, spectacles, and weapons. Things that could serve ambition. So the same man who studied the tenderness of a smile also designed engines of war. The same mind that followed birds into the dream of flight could offer military machines to rulers. This does not make Leonardo less fascinating. It makes him human. He lived inside a contradiction that has never disappeared. Imagination wants freedom. Survival often requires compromise. In The Last Supper, Leonardo turned that same vision toward emotion. He did not simply paint 13 figures at a table. He painted a single moment exploding through different souls. One sentence has entered the room. One of you will betray me. And suddenly the painting becomes a universe of reactions. Shock, denial, anger, fear, calculation, innocence, recognition. Every hand, every turn of the head, every space between bodies participates in the same emotional geometry. This is Leonardo's philosophy made visible. The whole is more than the sum of its parts. No figure can be understood alone. Each one is defined by the invisible force moving through the group. This is why Leonardo could not separate art from science. Both were ways of studying life. Leonardo's unfinished works are often treated as failures of discipline, but perhaps they reveal something more painful. For Leonardo, to finish was to freeze the world, and the world, as he saw it, would not stop moving. The adoration of the Magi feels haunted by this problem. Figures, animals, architecture, gestures, spiritual intensity, all gather toward a center that never fully arrives. It is unfinished, but not empty. It feels like a mind reaching for too much. So here is the uncomfortable question. Can an unfinished life still be a complete philosophy? Tell me in the comments, because Leonardo's life suggests that completion and greatness are not always the same thing. Sometimes the fragment tells the truth more honestly than the monument. Again and again, Leonardo returned to water. Water was movement. Water was force. Water was patience. It shaped stone without violence. It carried memory through landscape. It reflected light, destroyed cities, fed fields, and obeyed laws no ruler had invented. In water, Leonardo saw the grammar of change. Its spirals echoed hair. Its branches echoed veins. Its currents echoed wind. Its erosion echoed time. Nature did not repeat itself exactly, but it rhymed. This is the deepest reason Leonardo refused to separate disciplines. Art, anatomy, engineering, flight, geometry, emotion, and nature were not separate kingdoms. They were different doors into one mystery. Reality, for Leonardo, was not a pile of objects. It was a single living organism. In his final years, Leonardo went to France, welcomed by King Francis I. There, the old artist was valued not only for what he could deliver, but for the universe he carried inside him. Imagine him near the end, not surrounded by completed triumphs, but by papers, questions, machines that never flew, studies never published, paintings still breathing under revision. The man who wanted to understand movement was running out of time. The man who studied life was approaching death. The man who saw connections everywhere had to leave most of them unfinished. And yet, Perhaps that is why he still feels so alive. Leonardo did not finish the universe. No one can. But he taught us how to begin looking at it again. So share this with someone who needs to remember that creativity is not simply talent. It is attention. It is patience. It is the refusal to let the world become ordinary. Leonardo da Vinci's greatest masterpiece was not the Mona Lisa. It was not the Last Supper. It was not a flying machine, a war machine, a diagram, or a notebook page. His greatest masterpiece was a way of looking. He looked at a smile and saw weather. He looked at water and saw time. He looked at a body and saw architecture. He looked at a bird and saw mathematics learning to breathe. The world tried to define him by status, profession, patrons, commissions, and finished results. But Leonardo belonged to no category. He was a painter who studied machines, an engineer who studied emotion, an anatomist who searched for mystery, a man excluded from certain doors who found in nature a larger entrance. And maybe that is why he still matters. Not because he knew everything, but because he refused to separate everything. The world is still full of hidden connections. Most of us pass over them too quickly. Leonardo's life whispers something different. Slow down. Look again. The universe is not silent. It is waiting to be observed.